Playland at the Beach was an amusement park situated adjacent to Ocean Beach in the Richmond district of San Francisco, California. Spanning across 10 acres, it was positioned along Great Highway between Balboa and Fulton Streets. This recreational destination originated in the late 19th century, initially offering a variety of amusement rides and concessions typically called concessions at the beach. Prior to Playland, Shoots at the Beach, which opened in 1921, provided a precursor to this establishment. Housed in the center of the park was a 6-foot-tall animatronic figure with freckles, curly hair, and a gap-toothed smile. Constructed with papier-mâché on the outside and springs and gears on the inside, she would sway back and forth, emitting a chilling laugh that could be heard for blocks. Known as Laffing Sal, she is recognized as one of the pioneering animated figures in amusement parks, paving the way for the multitude of animatronic figures found in attractions globally, such as audio animatronic figures at Disney parks. Disney took a number of concepts from Playland for Disneyland. In the past, amusement parks across the country were populated by a multitude of Sals, which were created by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, located in Germantown, Pennsylvania. This manufacturer was known for producing amusement park rides and attractions, particularly wooden roller coasters, carousels, and spinning teacup rides. A large number of Sals were produced. While some sources claim 250 were made, others suggest the number could be as high as 500. Despite the high price of $360 each in 1940s currency, equivalent to almost $8,200 today, carnival owners were not deterred from purchasing them. Sal's popularity led to the creation of a male counterpart called Laughing Sam. Laughing Sal was then dressed in a frumpy dress, jacket, and hat. When her torso shifted forward and back, her spring-loaded head would awkwardly nod. Another mechanism moved her arms up and down, giving the impression that she was gesturing for everyone to calm down. That movement over time wore out her clothing. In order to refresh her costumes, park management bought Sal new outfits at San Francisco's Emporium Basement Clearance Center on Market Street. Speakers positioned at the base played her laughter on a loop. A record player hidden in its pedestal would play a series of 78 phonograph records of a woman laughing.
Well, the most famous Laughing Sal in California was on the front corner of the funhouse. She was originally up on the second story, and they moved her in the early 50s. They moved her down to the very front corner of the funhouse, and she'd sit there and cackle. And when it quieted down at night from the streetcars and the buses later, you could hear her cackle 4 or 5 blocks away.
I wasn't one of the ones frightened of her, because she was about half a block away from Limbo. So compared with the Limbo Witch, heck, Laughing Sal was funny. So we really did stand outside and watch and try not to laugh. And after 2-3 minutes, you couldn't help but laugh. Because as the different patterns of her vocal laughters took over, one of them was bound to catch your funny bone and make you break into giggles.
One of her teeth were out, and she was kind of funny looking. Why would you be scared of her? I don't know. But people were. They thought she was terrifying. The main part of Playland was Laughing Sal. Everybody remembers her. It's the Funhouse's laughing lady. The guy that worked in the merry-go-round, it said it drive him crazy listening to Laughing Sal's cackling, as he would call it, all day long. Drive him nuts, but he got used to it, I guess.
During the early 1970s, the majority of news articles regarding Playland focused on gang conflicts and minor offenses. The amusement, which used to attract crowds of thousands on weekends, saw a significant decrease in visitors. Eventually, a real estate developer purchased the land with plans to construct a condominium complex. Playland's last day of operation was September 4th, 1972. An auction was held to sell off the assets. One of the Sals, among at least 2, was acquired by John Wickett, a resident of San Francisco. John displayed Sal in his Museum of Exotica. After Wickett's death in 2003, the collection was auctioned. Charles Canfield, the president of the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, placed a bid. The company successfully purchased the Sal for $50,000 and subsequently undertook a refurbishment. She continues to work tirelessly each day, bringing joy and laughter to all visitors, now preserved in a glass case. Laughing Sal has appeared in several Hollywood movies.
How do I know when it's ready?
Oh, it'll just go.
It will?
Yeah, there you go. It's going, it's going, it's going. Go.
You enjoy this humiliation?
Well, it's hard the first time, but you can do it again.
Currently, the most frequented visited Sal in the Bay Area is situated just inside the entrance of Musée Mécanique, a renowned collection of vintage penny arcade machines and moving dioramas located at the edge of Fisherman's Wharf. Dan Zielinski, the museum's director, remembers acquiring Sal.
My phone rings, and the guy says, "I've got Laffing Sal from Playland, and I want to sell her. I just need the money." And I said, "Okay." So I went over there, and he had a Victorian house, I think it was on Fell Street. And I go in the hallway, and there was a staircase, and he pulled out Sal. She had a big blanket on him, and there she was, right, standing there. I thought, well, this is cool. And I said, "How much do you want?" And he said whatever he said. I don't remember. And I said, "Okay, I'll go home and I'll get a check and I'll be back tomorrow." And I remember picking her up in the back of my Toyota pickup truck. I had the soundtrack on, full blast, with Sal standing up in the back, and she was spring-loaded, the arms would just move. And so she's going down the street, and you could see people that remembered her and were not expecting to see her again. What a great day that was. They were terrified or elated, or I couldn't tell the difference. I don't think they could either.
Playland Not at the Beach, located in El Cerrito, California, and created by Richard Tuck, was a museum dedicated to celebrating the nostalgic amusements of America. It featured 2 Sals that provided entertainment and joy to its visitors. An original Sal that came from Idora Amusement Park in Ohio. A second one, known as Sinister Sal, was designed by Chuck Jarman of Bump in the Night Productions. Following the closure of Playland Not at the Beach in 2018, both Sals were auctioned. Playland at the Beach's Laughing Sal held a unique and cherished place in the memories of nearly every San Franciscan who enjoyed the park's enchanting atmosphere. The same can be said for Laughing Sal in parks throughout the country. This iconic character will undoubtedly remain a beloved and enduring memory for future generations.